The loudest voice against faith is not reason, but what men proudly call the visible world. This glittering idol before which humanity surrenders. It parades its measurements and names them truth. It shows you walls and calls them boundaries, shows you chains and calls them laws. Men bow before their own image, mistaking the mirror for the master. They worship the shadow and forget the light that cast it. They say, be realistic. But to be realistic is to crucify creation upon the cross of appearances. It is to serve yesterday's corpse and call it wisdom. The seen never leads. It only limps behind the unseen. It is the delayed reverberation of an old decree, the fossil of a lost dream. What you behold today is not alive. It is the residue of conviction hardened into fact, a shell without breath, a statue built from yesterday's belief. It moves only when you imagine anew. It waits like clay before the potter's hand for the next command to mold it. Yet man studies this dust as though it were divine law. He kneels before his own likeness and names it destiny. He builds his confidence upon the ruins of disbelief and guards his prison as though it were a citadel of wisdom. He points to its walls and cries, behold, the real world. And I say, yes, but it is your world, your confession carved in matter, your buried utterance made visible. For the outer world is not the cause, it is the report. It holds no authority but the one you give it, and still man trembles before his own image, as though the mirror could strike the face that shaped it. He conks his chains and calls them data. He quotes numbers as though they were destiny, bows before experts as though they were prophets, and worships statistics as though they were scripture. He names these measures truth and calls the creative mind madness, never seeing that the so-called facts he guards are only yesterday's conviction turned to stone. The unseen power alone breathes life into those bones. It is the pulse beneath every visible form. You must choose each day, each thought, to stand with appearances or to command the cause behind them. Never argue with the seen. It always shouts, for its voice is the sum of all your buried yesterdays. But the inner law speaks in power, not in noise. Unmeasured, unseen, and forever creating. The shadowed realm must yield, for it is the serpent that mistakes itself for the king. If you wish to transform your world, do not wrestle with the shadow. Turn to the light that cast it. Do not fight the report, rewrite the decree. For the world is obedient clay, and the creative mind the hand that molds its shape. Say not, I must be realistic, for realism is the slow art of burial, the daily funeral of belief. You are not here to preserve what has been, but to summon what has never yet appeared. The world you see is yesterday's broadcast, the replay of an old belief still whispering through form. Your conviction is today's command, the signal sent from the unseen into substance. And between them stands you, the broadcaster of creation, deciding each instant which message shall go forth. You may tune to the channel of fear and receive its painful transmission, or you may speak a new decree and watch existence rearrange itself to obey your word. For the world is but a receiver. It plays only what you transmit. Ask not, how will it happen? That is the question of logic, not of law. Reason begins with the seed and ends with the fruit. The law begins with the harvest and summons the seed to appear. You imagine the end fulfilled, and the soil, faithful servant that it is, finds its mysterious way to deliver it. So when they say to you, face reality, you may answer, I do, but it paces me, for I am its author, its cause, its command. Be not deceived by appearances. They come to pass, not to remain. They are the footprints of yesterday's assumption, the fading answer of what once lived in imagination. And when you dare to assume anew, they will rise again, this time in your favor. I tell you, the seen has never spoken the first word, nor the last. It is but the residue of belief made flesh. The law moves first, the evidence follows. Creation begins the moment you accept it as done, and the world, loyal to its source, rushes to confirm it. Live by this order, and nothing shall be impossible to you. For the visible world is not the reason, it is the result. And that, my friend, is why it remains the weakest argument in the world.